Imagine being locked in a room, pumped full of experimental gas, and told you can't sleep for 15 days. Sounds like a great vacation plan, right? Welcome to the Russian sleep experiment, the creepypasta that haunts the internet, blending Soviet-era paranoia with science fiction horror. But here's the twist. It never actually happened. Sorry to ruin your nightmares. The story goes like this. In the late 1940s, Soviet scientists, because who else would do something this unhinged, locked 5 political prisoners in a sealed chamber and exposed them to an experimental stimulant gas to keep them awake for 30 days. The goal? To create the ultimate sleepless super soldier, because apparently Stalin had a no-naps, only war policy. At first, things were fine. If you consider being a human lab rat, fine. But soon, the subjects started losing their minds. They whispered to each other in a language no one understood, tore open their own flesh, and screamed about the darkness inside. By the end, the researchers opened the chamber to find one survivor who promptly begged to be kept inside before dying horrifically. The others? Well, let's just say they became very interested in dissecting the scientists. Here's the problem. There's zero evidence this experiment ever happened. No Soviet records, no declassified documents, not even a drunken confession from a retired KGB agent. The story first appeared in 2010 on a creepypasta forum, meaning it has about as much historical credibility as "my uncle's friend's cousin saw Bigfoot in a Walmart parking lot." That said, the Soviets did do some messed up experiments. They tested nerve agents on prisoners, explored mind control, and once tried to create a dog-human hybrid. Seriously, look up the dog-headed man experiments. But the sleep experiment? Pure fiction, albeit very entertaining fiction. Why do we love this story so much? Because it's the perfect mix of Cold War paranoia and body horror. The idea of a government pushing human limits to the point of insanity. Classic. The gory details? Chef's kiss. The fact that it could have happened in the shadowy labs of the USSR. Icing on the dystopian cake. But let's be real. If this experiment had been real, the Soviets probably would have weaponized it. Imagine sleep-deprived super soldiers sprinting into battle, fueled by rage and hallucinations. Terrifying. Yes. Effective? Probably not, unless the plan was to have them all eat each other mid-mission. In the end, the Russian sleep experiment is the horror equivalent of a fast food burger, deliciously terrifying, but with zero nutritional or factual value. It preys on our fear of government experiments, sleep deprivation, and the horrors of the human mind. And while it's fun to imagine Stalin's scientists accidentally creating a horde of psychotic insomniacs, the truth is far more boring. So next time someone tells you this story with wide-eyed horror, feel free to hit them with the truth. Or better yet, lean in and whisper, "But what if it wasn't just an experiment? What if they're still out there, watching, waiting, and very, very tired?" Sweet dreams. Or don't.